Kavita's arrest, and right now we're getting some breaking news on this, wherein what we are learning is Kavita has now moved Supreme Court alleging illegal arrest, and Kavita has alleged flout of procedure and undertaking before the Supreme Court by ED, and Kavita calls her arrest vexatious. This is the particular information that we have. And remember that there was a viral video that had been released from Kavita's residence on the day that she was being arrested, wherein her brother had come out and said that this arrest is being made illegally, and there were allegations that were being made by the BRS. The BRS members were also protesting right outside her residence with regards to the arrest being made. Right now, we have Anshul Singh back with us on the broadcast to bring us more details about this breaking news. Anshul, if you could just take us through the entire case that's been now filed by Kavita against the ED official with regards to her arrest being illegal, because since day one she has maintained this, both her and her brother, and we've seen that viral video as well. Anshul, we'll come back to you. We also have our legal reporter Ananya Bhatnagar to decode the entire matter here. Ananya, very good morning to you. If you could just quickly take us through the entire news that we are getting now that Kavita has moved Supreme Court, and what all are her allegations against the ED.
Well, she has, she had to move the Supreme Court. She had been constantly saying her team had been in process to actually move the topmost court of the country, seeking urgent hearing in this particular case. Because remember that the whole and sole argument that Kavita's legal team has given from the very beginning is that there was an undertaking that was given by, in fact, the Additional Solicitor General who was appearing for the Enforcement Directorate before the Supreme Court, that they will not take any coercive action. However, those arguments were dubbed by Mr. Zoeb Hussain, who was appearing at this point of time before the trial court, very clearly saying that no kind of undertaking with regards to a coercive action was given before the Supreme Court, and the arrest is completely valid in nature. However, Kavita in her petition has challenged this particular arrest. She has alleged that this is a completely illegal arrest, and that's the reason why she should be immediately released. And this is nothing more than a political vendetta that is happening in this particular case, is what Ms. Kavita has alleged. But if you remember, the remand note that we had managed to access at CNN News 18 for our viewers very clearly showed that how Kavita and Arvind Kejriwal met, and in fact Arvind Kejriwal had asked her to arrange for 100 crore rupees, of which 50 crore she asked Mr. Manguta Reddy to actually arrange for her. All these allegations were there, and then the court had sent her to police custody of the Enforcement Directorate. So how will things pan out, whether or not the Supreme Court would grant her urgent listing or not in this particular case? All these questions would be answered in a short while from now.
Right, Ananya, thank you for bringing us all those exhaustive details with regards to what might lay ahead of Kavita. But right now we also have Anshul Singh. We'll go back to him for getting an overall perspective on the case so far. Anshul, coming back to you, if you could just take us through all that's happened so far, and what, as Ananya was also decoding for our viewers out there, what may lie ahead of him, of Kavita. Kavita has maintained since day one that this arrest that has been made is illegal, though the remand note that Ananya also mentioned, as well as the mobile phones and the ED's Panchnama that had been released, there are evidences there that suggest otherwise, maybe.
Well, definitely, and the manner in which Kavita has been granted Enforcement Directorate's custody for 7 days by the court definitely puts a stamp on how the manner in which Kavita was arrested was actually not illegal. The same arguments happened before the Rouse Avenue Court as well, where the Enforcement Director lawyers from the side of Enforcement Directorate said that no specific undertaking was given to the Supreme Court, that no coercive action could be taken against Kavita. But if you see the manner in which the new evidences that have come to the fore, that is something that is very, very crucial. In fact, in the remand note, the Enforcement Directorate has very, very clearly mentioned that how Kavita knew exactly what was happening in this entire liquor policy initially when it was being framed, and eventually when the liquor licenses were also distributed out here in the national capital, and how kickbacks were given to the Aam Aadmi Party out here in the national capital, and this money was eventually used in election election funds as well. So there are several allegations that have been put forth by the Enforcement Directorate, and there has been evidences that has been gathered by them as well. There are statements of K. Kavitha's close aides who have also narrated that how K. Kavitha actually knew. Today is also going to be very, very interesting, as the husband and close aides of K. Kavitha has been called in to the Enforcement Directorate office. Basically, the allegation over here is that the Enforcement Directorate wants to find out if at all the people who are very, very close to K. Kavitha also knew as to how this entire planning was being made to get some sort of benefits from the liquor policy that was being framed out here in the national capital. Also, the digital devices of them, all of them has also been seized, and these digital evidences needs to be extracted, probably in the way of WhatsApp chats and other chats, through which somewhere or the other it could be established that K. Kavitha was actually planning in some way or the other to get benefits of the Delhi liquor policy that was being framed. So yes, it remains to be seen as to what will eventually happen in front of the Supreme Court. But yes, the manner in which the Enforcement Directorate has gone ahead and arrested K. Kavitha, and also now has today summoned the close aides of K. Kavitha, definitely it seems like that trouble is mounting, and it is going to be very, very difficult for her to get out of this.
Anshul, thank you for bringing us all those details and putting it into perspective as to what may happen in this case, especially with the probe that's ongoing. Right.